After more than a year away from school buildings, many middle and high school students are preparing to go back tomorrow morning. And despite the safety measures, some parents and students are still wary about returning to physical classrooms. 13 Action News reporter Astrid Mendez spent the day talking to some families, and she joins us live now with their concerns. Astrid.
Jackie, tomorrow will definitely be that back to the classrooms, but we have to realize that it's going to be nothing like we have seen before in previous years. And while some parents are deciding that it's better just to wait, other ones told me that they're more than ready to have their kids back in the schools.
Masks, social distancing, and fewer classmates are just some of the things that thousands of CCS students will encounter this week. This time, 6th, 9th, and 12th grade will return to classrooms. Aubrey Gray is a senior, and while she's excited to see some of her friends, she says she wishes the schedules were better.
I'm excited to be back into the building at least one last time before I graduate. It's a little weird. I have to kind of schedule my sleeping schedule, and I have to remember it's just kind of rewiring my brain of going back to school.
CCSD parent Kimberly Brock let her kids decide for themselves whether or not they wanted to go back.
My high schoolers decided they wanted to remain distance learning. My middle schooler at first wanted to stay distance learning. And once we got the back to school plan, she had changed her mind that she wanted the chance to go back to school.
And this means for now, she only needed to buy one set of school supplies. Others, like Deja Turner, will have to wait until April to return to the classroom, but her mother says she's already prepared.
She has been on a text with her friends to see who is in which cohort, who's going what days. So I think for them, they are just excited to return in that capacity, even though it's not going to be what they were used to before.
And not only more students are expected to be back in April, but also CCSD says that obviously some sports will also be making a comeback too. So of course, more good news for students, parents, and everybody involved with other education. Reporting live from Clark High School, Astrid Mendez, 13 Action News.
And before kids get back on campus, CCSD wants parents to go over this checklist every morning. So it says to make sure your child has a face mask to wear on the bus and at school. If your child is showing any symptoms of COVID-19, definitely keep them at home and ask them questions each day, like if they've been in contact with people who have had COVID-19.